If we had to put a label on this budget, it is a vision of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, which basically is to push India towards a Viksit Bharat. And it is not just us saying it for effect. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today laid out a clear 6-point roadmap for India's growth story. Even the big numbers and a few sector-specific announcements really back up this vision. Starting with an interesting fact, this was actually Sitharaman's historic 9th budget speech. And in it, she raised the government's bet on public spending. Basically, she proposed increasing capital expenditure to 12 lakh crore in FY 26-27, up from over 11 lakh crore last year. Why is that? It's to focus on developing infrastructure in cities with over 5 lakh population, which means Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, which have now become real growth centers for India. Plus, the government is also trying to keep the fiscal math balanced while still pushing for growth. The numbers show a careful balancing act. It has actually reduced its fiscal deficit target for FY 27 to 4.3%. How? By trying to do it with fiscal responsibility, it shows that it aims to not spend recklessly but also not slow down on growth. And now, shifting from those big numbers to India's future, semiconductors. It has already expanded India's capabilities, and the plan now is to move into Mission 2.0. This is not just about chips. It is about building the entire ecosystem, and to push this forward, the outlay has been increased to 40,000 crore, all with the aim of making India a global semiconductor hub. And with this also comes the boost to make India a global biopharma manufacturing hub with Biopharma Shakti. The focus here is on affordable, high-quality biologic medicines with stronger regulatory frameworks and faster approval processes, which is a big deal because biologic medicines are going to be a key part of healthcare going forward, and India wants to be a leader in this space. Now, let's move to taxes. Of course, there are no major changes in the personal income tax, and that is not surprising because the big reform happened last year. But there are some important changes for the stock market, especially in the F&O segment. The Securities Transaction Tax or STT has been increased for futures and even for options premium. And on a related note, there are also some big changes for non-resident Indians to invest in India. The investment limit for them in Indian equities is being increased, and they can now invest up to 10%, up from 5% previously. That is a major step to bring more overseas investment into India's markets. And while there are many other announcements, there was an interesting mention of the orange economy. Now, if you're wondering what that means, it actually refers to the creative economy such as arts, culture, entertainment, media, and the industries that shape India's identity and drive a lot of growth. The fact that it's being highlighted in the budget shows that India is not now only focusing on manufacturing and tech, but also investing in creativity as the next growth driver. Now, this may not sound like a big bang budget, but certainly a bit better one to push India forward for its Viksit Bharat mission. What do you think?